Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome back after the show. I'm gonna do more because I have a fantastic day on this 15 June 2025. Today is Father's Day. We're talking about a subject which is positivity. Lately, I've been really thankful for my community. I've been really grateful for the people that are in my life. I'm having positive people in my life. I'm thinking about Janice, I'm thinking about Anna, I'm thinking about my whole community. Dofi, Andrew, Michael. I'm just so thankful for people that are there for me and they don't ask anything in return, which is amazing. And I don't know, just the fact that I was thinking about why I was grateful. And yes, I was grateful for kindness, but I was like, no. When I asked myself, why are you so grateful? It's like, it's more than kindness. And it's being surrounded by positivity in a day-to-day basic. And that positivity was amazing. And I was like, holy shit, this feels so good. Now I know what you're saying, Ink. This is something that you learn when you're a baby. Positivity is amazing. So yeah, surrounding yourself with positive people is super important. However, like for example, yesterday I called my mom. It went super well. She's been super cool because I have this new job and I'm a bit worried. I'm gonna quickly mention it because it's kind of important too. I have this offer for the new job. So that I worked before, it is quite dangerous fit for the health. It's toxic. The pay is good though. The short term it would be amazing. The pay is really good. There's good insurance, but long term, it's gonna be making me very sick long term. And I have a job right now with the agency, but they call me maybe once or twice a week, which is not enough to pay the bills. And surprisingly, I talked to my father and I talked to my mom, and I was like, "Hey, what am I supposed to do? Do I take the job that's a bit more dangerous? Do I take the job that pays a bill, or do I take the job that doesn't pay the bills but is safe?" And to my surprise, they were like, "Yo, take the job that pays the safe one will help you." That really impressed me. But it's been really a lot of positivity, and it's surrounding yourself with the positivity, but not allowing negativity to come in. Like for example, I did a live TikTok live last week. There was a lot of trolls, and I just ignored them, and I didn't let them affect me. Surrounding yourself with positive people, but also ignoring the negativity next to you. So why am I so grateful? Why am I talking about this right now? Well, I realized that not a month ago, not a year ago, but last week, I was the negative force in this universe. So this universe is kind of crazy. I feel like every single person has its own universe. So you're the center of the universe. The people surrounding you are your planets, if you will, and it's just dealing with those people, right? In this universe, is your whole life. Is the choices you make, is the thing that happens to you, is the people that are surrounding you. How do they affect you? They affect you positively. They affect you negatively. It's your own universe. It's your own story. It's your own movie, right? You're the main characters. Everything that happens to the main characters is either good or bad. And I was like, well, weirdly speaking, my parents were there way when I was born. I mentioned Anna, and I mentioned Anna. Anna's been there. Anna has been there. Janice has been there. Mention Andrew and Michael, they've been there. Mention Dofi, he's been there. There's so many people that have showed up for me. They showed up in a way that not a lot of people would, and they showed up in a way of, holy shit, this is super cool. This is super nice, you know. And it's it's odd. It's odd because I don't know. It's all because it's like it's like an ensemble of things. It's like an assembly line of life, right? Assembly line is actually a really good thing. So assembly line, you have this cabinet that you're creating, right? And every single part of the cabinet line, they put a piece in. At first, it's nothing. When the end is a cabinet, right? And then you see that your cabinet is perfect, right? Perfect. And you ask yourself what changed, right? And the people that have been in my life haven't changed. Again, it's too hot. Fuck sakes. Then this is why we cannot do nature corn, dude. Because it's too hot. And tomorrow's gonna be worse. Tomorrow's gonna be 28. Oh, baby. 28. Uh, Okay, give me a sec, guys. It's hard. It's okay to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue. I hold it against you. Believe it, you must have your reason. Okay, this is good. People. Like, sissies. Because somebody blocked me, but I don't know if they blocked me or their account is not working. If they blocked me, fuck it. But if they didn't, So yeah, the assembly line. Then I asked myself what was changing, and I realized that in this universe of things, I was against force. I was in a bad mood because my things were not going well. I was in a bad mood because last week was a bit of a harder. It was a harder thing, And life does things really well. I was talking with Jen yesterday, and he was talking to me about how it made him mad or stressed out. I think it's a bit of both. And I got stopped by the police twice yesterday, and because I got stopped by the police twice, it was shitty. But it wasn't shitty. The event was shitty for sure. But there is a positive thing, and the positive thing is that I was in control. I wasn't in control because I was in control. I was in control because I was in a good headspace. Make it happen when I'm depressed, I'm fucking... a switch turns off. Make it when I'm normal or feeling at least better, it's manageable. Manageable is the right word. It is something I can manage. Not something I can thrive in, but I can manage, which is really important. And yeah, that was kind of the main force behind it all. The main force behind the factor that we were able to handle the situation correctly. But negativity, and you see, this is actually better than expected. This is a better example than I expected because yes, it's a shitty event, but at the same time, it's not. Your perception or your reaction or your mental state is going to be dictating most of your interaction. Even if it's a positive interaction, you will not see it that way. For example, my mom today. My mom, and I love her, but she was texting, and we texted like not the whole day, but multiple times during the day. And to me, I don't really like texting, so I was making the effort. But then again, my mom, she was like, "Hey, let's talk. It's been a while we didn't talk," and I think she feels lonely, so I want to be there for her. And it was a positive thing because I talked to my mom, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to do work, and that was kind of an asshole thing to do. And at the end, I was like, okay, well, I really need to work, and I was like, okay, fuck. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I need to work, This is, now I need to work. Before it wasn't a pressing need, now it's a pressing need. But then it's my mom that wants to talk, right? And it all depends on how you view things. Am I able to sacrifice work for my mom? Absolutely. It's a question of how you perceive it. If the sacrifice is too much to bear, then you shouldn't do it. Okay, let's put it like that. If the sacrifice is too much to bear, you shouldn't do it. If the sacrifice is something you can handle, then do it. Not a question of should I. It's a question: do I want to? Can I do this? Somebody tells you, hey, I have this. Okay, let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. And this is really a complex video to do. I didn't think about how complex it was, but it's really complex. In multiple ways actually. For example, there's this person and you're not doing well. This person doesn't exist. Lately, people have been very positive with me. And this person comes to you and said, hey, I'm not feeling well, can I talk? And you're not feeling well yourself, so you're like, well, I can talk, but I don't know if I can help because I'm not in the best headspace, right? Or then you can, and the surprising is I have a friend and she's much younger. I think she's 17. And she came in and she told me that she broke up with her boyfriend. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know you're handling it so well. It's like, no, I'm fucking freaking out, but I cannot talk to people because I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, that takes strength, that takes a level of maturity. a level of maturity. Maturity isn't dealing with your problem, is how much your problem are affecting others. And if I'm being completely honest, last week, the way I handled things was immature. It wasn't the most mature way to handle things. Now, is it understandable? Yes, I was dealing with mental health shit. And you see, the craziest thing is, I'm live a lot lately. I'm live every single day, and surprisingly, people have been super chill. They're like, "Oh, you're back, right?" And oh, fucking mosquito. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I had mental health issues. And people are way more understanding than you give credit for. Now, do I think that everybody's understanding? No. Do I think that some people will say, hey, this guy's fucking weak, fuck him? Possibly. But does it really matter? Not really. Lose their complete mission on the resets? No, why? Look, this is so cool. So I got stopped twice by the police yesterday, and even in the game, the tower, which is my favorite game ever, I was like, I couldn't make the tournament because I got stopped. And somebody said, what did our leader do? DUI over speeding, which is fucking funny. But still, they cared, you know. And that was the problem with the tower. My biggest problem with the tower wasn't that the guild. But that was my biggest problem with the guild. The guild was a bit too focused on the guild is a social aspect to a game, but it wasn't social. It was all about being serious and working and blah blah blah, you know. And I was like, dude, this is not the principle. Let's have some fun. Let's talk. The tower is a boring game. It's a lot of grinding. Let's have some fun, you know. But yeah, so I realized that the negative force in this was myself. So I want to go back to the assembly line because I think that's a perfect example. The assembly line, imagine that you're building this cabinet, right? And for a couple of days, you do it perfectly. And then, for some reason, you end up having a shitty result. And every single cabinets are shitty. Like, what the fuck? What's going on? And you realize that the missing part of the assembly line is yourself. And just fixing myself has been so pleasant because it's a weird relationship. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.